Welcome to the top 15 mobile single-player games of 2025. From story-driven adventures to tactical shooters and stylish roguelikes, these picks deliver pure solo fun on iOS and Android. No teammates, no waiting, just you and the game. Ready? Let's dive in. 20 minutes. Till Dawn. A relentless roguelike survival shooter where every second matters. You're dropped into a night swarming with eldritch horrors and armed with twin-stick controls, crisp pixel art, and pure upgrade addiction? Pick a hero and weapon, then craft wild, synergistic builds. Ignite enemies with burn, shatter frozen mobs, chain lightning across the screen, or unleash summon swarms that fight for you. Between waves, stack passive perks that snowball into screen-melting combos, while permanent runes let you push deeper each run. Darkness levels ramp the challenge for true mastery, and a full 20-minute gauntlet means tight, replayable sessions. It's skillful dodging, satisfying recoil, and explosive power curves. Fast, readable, and brutally rewarding. Xenowerk. A slick, twin-stick top-down shooter that turns darkness into the enemy. You sweep derelict labs with only a flashlight cone for vision, forcing tense tactical movement as mutants lunge from the shadows. What sets it apart is its clean, skill-first gunplay, plus a satisfying progression loop. Unlock and upgrade armor suits, mod shotguns, rifles, and plasma throwers, then tune reload, damage, and movement to your style. Heat and crowd control matter. Kite hordes, funnel choke points, and pop nests before they snowball. Missions are bite-sized but escalate with score challenges and star ranks, pushing perfect runs. Crisp feedback, tight controls, and readable effects make every clear feel earned and every upgrade meaningful. Blackmoor 2 is an offline, side-scroll action brawler that blends classic arcade feel with playful, modern twists. You dash, jump, and combo through hand-drawn stages full of traps, secrets, and wonderfully weird bosses, where clean telegraphs reward timing, not button mashing. What sets it apart is its elastic combat rhythm. Air juggles, ground slams, and clutch dodge cancels flow together, so every encounter feels like a tiny improv set piece instead of a mashy rush. It's built for quick sessions, short levels, instant restarts, readable UI, and buttery controls that work great one-handed. Between runs, you tune your hero with new gear, skills, and relic-style perks that meaningfully change how you approach enemies. Go burst-heavy glass cannon, or lean into sustain and counters for boss consistency. No internet needed for the main adventure, just tight platforming, crunchy hits, and that one more try pull. If you want a charming brawler with real bite, Blackmoor 2 delivers. Magic Rampage is a fast, offline action platformer that mixes crunchy combat with real RPG depth. You dive through gothic dungeons and torchlit castles, cutting through traps, secret rooms, and boss arenas with tight jump/dash controls that feel great on mobile. What sets it apart is how your build truly matters. Choose a class, stack elemental weapons and armor, and watch enemies melt when you counter their weaknesses. Every piece of gear changes your rhythm. Heavier sets reward parries and burst windows. Lighter sets turn you into a dodge, happy crit machine. Stages are short and replayable, perfect for quick sessions, yet packed with hidden chests and optional challenges for mastery. Boss patterns are readable and fair, pushing skill over grind, and the difficulty scales cleanly as you optimize. No internet needed for the campaign, just pure momentum, satisfying upgrades, and that one more run pull that keeps you exploring deeper. Vampire Survivors. A horde survival roguelike where you only move, but every decision snowballs into chaos. Waves of monsters flood the screen as your auto-firing arsenal levels up, and the magic is in the buildcraft. Stack synergies, then evolve weapons by pairing them with the right passives to create screen-melting upgrades. What sets it apart is clarity and madness. Readable effects, tight hitboxes, and short, addictive runs that turn minutes into one more try. Arcana cards and curse modifiers remix each session, while permanent power-ups keep your meta progress rolling. Routes matter. Herd mobs, kite around hazards, pop elites for chests, and time evolutions for late-game spikes. Simple controls, explosive payoff, endless unlocks. Pure solo dopamine. Cat Quest III is a bright, offline action RPG that turns swashbuckling into snack-sized adventures. You're a daring feline explorer sailing a pastel pirate world, leaping from ship to shore in seconds, looting islands and clawing through real-time combat with silky dodge rolls and spell bursts. What sets it apart is the seamless sea-to-land flow. Chart a course, fire cannons, then hop off to clear mini-dungeons and treasure caves without loading walls or filler. It's built for quick sessions, short quests, readable UI, and smooth one-hand friendly controls. Yet it hides depth with elemental builds, gear synergies, and clever boss patterns that reward timing over grinding. The writing is charming without wasting your time. Breezy cat puns, clear objectives, zero fluff. No internet needed, just pure exploration, tight combat, and that one more island pull. If you want a cozy, colorful RPG that respects your time but still lets you min-max, Cat Quest III is a perfect pick. Lara Croft. Guardian of Light is a tight, offline, isometric action adventure that turns classic tomb raiding into quick, punchy sessions. You sprint through trap-packed ruins, solve physics-driven puzzles, and dismantle enemies with thumb-friendly dual-stick combat, rolling, bombing, and grapple-hooking across ancient hazards with clean, responsive timing. What sets it apart is the puzzle combat blend. Plant spears to create makeshift platforms, tether with the grapple to cross chasms, bounce explosives to hit switches, and chain these tools into slick room-clearing solutions. Each stage is short and replayable, perfect for a break, but layered with score challenges, time trials, and hidden relics that push mastery without grinding. Builds matter, too. Swap artifacts and relics to tilt your style toward glass cannon crits, explosive control, or tanky sustain. Boss arenas are readable and fair, rewarding pattern recognition over button mashing. Eternium drops you into a fast, loot-driven adventure that captures the MMO vibe on mobile. Persistent progression, seasonal grinds, and a bustling community cheering you on. Pick your path as a mage, warrior, or bounty hunter, then dive into a full-story campaign across haunted crypts, sun-baked deserts, and alien worlds. Combat is clean and tactile. Tap to move, kite enemies, and draw rune gestures on the screen to cast spells. Simple to learn, satisfying to master. Chase gear, craft upgrades, and socket gems to push ever higher in endgame trials. Recruit AI companions for party synergy, heals, stuns, and taunts that let you play true roles while you shred packs and melt bosses. Events and leaderboards keep the ladder fresh, with rewards that respect your time instead of locking power behind paywalls. You can even play offline for the campaign, then hop online to claim event rewards and compare builds. If you want that big, long-tail progression loop, daily goals, build theory crafting, and a community that shares roots and metas, Eternium delivers MMO-style depth in a slick, mobile ARPG package. Quick sessions or marathon grinds, it feels great in the hand and keeps you coming back for one more run. AnimA, a grim, gothic dungeon crawler that respects your time and your skill. AnimA delivers razor-sharp hack-and-slash combat with tight dodges, satisfying hits, and boss fights that punish sloppy play. Pick an archetype and sculpt deep builds through layered talent trees, synergies, and gear affixes. Then chase meaningful loot, legendaries, sockets, and enchantments to perfect your loadout. It plays great offline for solo dungeon runs and endgame rifts, with challenge tiers and leaderboards to test mastery. No hand-holding, no autoplay, just pure action. Precise controls and a dark atmosphere that feels premium on mobile. If you crave dungeon crawling, relentless progression, and skill-based combat, AnimA keeps the grind rewarding from your first swing to your final min-max. Space Marshals 3. a tactical top-down stealth shooter with a slick sci-fi western vibe. This isn't run and gun, it's plan, flank, and execute. Use cover, split enemy sightlines, and quiet takedowns to dismantle outposts without raising alarms. What sets it apart is flexible approach. Go non-lethal with stuns and traps, or breach with shotguns, grenades, and EMPs. Mix gadgets, decoys, flashbangs, sensor mines to control space, then sweep rooms with perfect timing. Missions are handcrafted sandboxes with optional objectives, multiple routes, and rewards for clean play. Progression stays meaningful. Unlock gear, tailor loadouts, and chase 3-star rankings for mastery. Tight touch controls, crisp feedback, and premium visuals make every encounter readable, tactical, and deeply satisfying. Stealth purity meets explosive payoff. Torchlight. Infinite charge straight into an ARPG built for speed, clarity, and crazy buildcraft. Torchlight. Infinite delivers crisp, high-impact hack-and-slash combat, clean reads, snappy dodges, and boss patterns that reward mastery. Pick a hero with unique traits, then sculpt a deep build through talent boards, freely slotted active skills, and support modifiers that transform your playstyle. Hunt meaningful loot with the fixes you can refine, craft, and chase across escalating endgame rifts. Seasonal updates shake up metas with new mechanics and rewards, while leaderboard races test both damage and consistency. Smooth touchscreen controls and full controller support keep inputs precise, and the bright, readable VFX make every hit satisfying. If you crave fast clears, theory crafting, and a grind that always pays off, Torchlight. Infinite keeps the momentum rolling. Wuthering Waves, where a reborn world meets high-speed action. Step into Huanglong's windswept ruins and neon-lit Jinzhou chasing mysteries, world events, and towering elites that roam the wilds between story arcs. Combat is crisp, reactive, and aerial. Swap between resonators to chain launchers, juggles, and cinematic finishers. Perfect dodge to trigger time lock, parry big swings, and drop resonance skills and liberations that melt stagger bars. Steal power from your enemies. Absorb echoes, creature abilities that slot into your build, then unleash them mid-combo for burst damage, shields, movement, or crowd control. Synergy is everything. Explore with momentum. Grapple, wall run, double jump, and glide across cliffs, factories, and overgrown highways. Hidden chests, puzzle towers, and time trials reward curiosity and clean traversal. Progression that shapes your play. Level weapons and echoes, unlock fort nodes, and tune your kits for boss hunts, challenge domains, and elite gauntlets, built to feel great on touch. Sleek visuals, reactive combat, and constant discovery. If you want a fast, fluid, open-world ARPG on mobile, Wuthering Waves. Honkai, Star Rail, a stylish, turn-based space fantasy RPG where you ride the Astral Express as the Trailblazer and hop world to world solving cosmic mysteries. Battles are crisp and readable, manage skill points, time ultimates that cut the turn order, and exploit weakness break to shatter enemy toughness, inflict debuffs, and open huge burst windows. Team building is the fun puzzle. Each character follows a path: hunt, erudition, preservation, abundance, harmony, nihility. So roles are clear. Single target nukers, AoE casters, tanks, healers, buffers, debuffers. Tune them with light cones, relics, and planar ornaments, then chase synergies like break damage comps, follow-up chains, or speed control that keeps your rotation flowing. Between story arcs, dive into rotating modes, roguelike runs, score-chasing gauntlets, and endgame challenges that reward smart builds over brute force. On mobile, quick load times and snappy inputs make it perfect for short sessions without losing tactical depth. If you want cinematic storytelling, clever turn-based combat, and endless team theory crafting, Honkai. Star Rail delivers the ride. Genshin Impact, a sweeping anime-styled open-world action RPG built brilliantly for mobile. Step into Teyvat as a traveler, glide across mountains, sprint through ancient ruins, and swap between a 4-hero party in real time. Combat is fast and readable. Tap for normals, hold for skills, unleash flashy bursts, and watch elemental reactions do the heavy lifting. Freeze, melt, vaporize, overload, swirl, bloom. Combine 7 elements to turn simple hits into smart, satisfying damage. What sets it apart is systemic depth without losing pick-up-and-play ease. Every character is a distinct kit: on-field carries, quick swap supports, healers, and crowd control. So, team building actually changes how you play. Gear up with weapons and artifact sets, tune stats to your role, and chase tighter rotations for burst windows that feel earned, not automated. The world is the star. Story arcs span lively cities and hidden domains. Puzzles, environmental hazards, and world bosses keep exploration fresh. On mobile, responsive touch controls and optional controller support make climbs, glides, and combat feel natural, and the performance options let you prioritize fluidity or fidelity as you like. Want company? Drop into co-op to farm bosses and domains with friends, trade roles, and sync elemental combos. Devil May Cry, peak of combat style ranks, air juggles, and devilish swagger. This is Devil May Cry on mobile. Feel the series' signature speed through crisp cancels, jump resets, and perfect dodges that open punish windows. Swap between Dante, Nero, and Virgil, mid-string to chain tag-ins, and push that SSS rank. Build depth comes from weapon upgrades, mod chips, and talent boards that shape your kit, while Devil Trigger and character-specific mechanics unlock outrageous burst. Chase progression in boss hunts, time trial challenges, and rotating seasonal events. Then climb leaderboards to prove consistency and style. Tight touchscreen controls plus full controller support. Keep inputs precise with flashy VFX and a pounding soundtrack selling every hit. If you crave skill, expression, and momentum, this is pure stylish action.